Hello, and welcome back to Warped, the completely unnecessary Star Trek podcast where we watch provide live audio commentary tracks of Star Trek The Next Generation episodes. My name is Matt.
I'm Sean.
I'm Jake. Philippe.
Aaron.
Minwin.
And we're rejoined by special guest.
Kate.
Hi, Kate.
It's back.
It's been a whole week. How have you
Tear
been?
away.
Warped, the show's so nice, we force you to do it twice.
Nice.
Force is a strong word.
I had so much fun. I came back for more.
It would make me laugh if somebody just did one and was like, "This fucking sucks."
Yeah.
And just laughed
I
at
got
it.
during the break.
There was a moment in the last episode that I don't know if people are aware of where Kate basically stormed out.
Which
We were like, well, no, we didn't. Nobody batted an eye. We were like, well, we've had enough.
we were like, that
you
makes
last
perfect
that
sense.
long, I'm impressed.
Yeah, we were impressed.
Well, she
Invites to go.
rode with Sean, so we knew she couldn't leave.
One can hardly blame her for any reason she might want to leave.
Exactly. And so we just want to say that it's a,
We thank you for coming back.
yeah,
We
exactly.
really
having
appreciate it.
We're watching season 3, episode 22, The Most Toys, and Sean is going to punch the triangle.
45 on the clock, and I'm punching the triangle in 3, 2, 1, punch.
Hi, Poppy.
Oh, you brought it
Oh,
back.
we haven't heard that one in a while.
That little gem.
I like it when a bit makes a return.
There's somebody in the room. He had to bring out the old bits.
Well, we're recording it on Father's Day, so it made me think of how I became a father.
Come on, Happy Father's Day, Father's
Yeah,
Day.
that
open
is
the
a
door.
slow-moving door. You're right.
Yeah.
They should. Somebody should work on that.
I
Like, get Barkley to look into what's going on with that door.
That's some really specific cargo you can pack back there.
The trunks on those things
Yeah.
are not very effective unless you've got exactly those size bags.
I know. It's like some Apple product. Well, you got the shuttle, but you got to get the Apple cargo.
You gotta buy the holder.
Yeah. The spaceship's only like a few $100s, but those cargo containers that you need to run it, they're all $15 million.
And you've got to fit everything within that size container, too. You're like, oh, I've got
The ship is called the Pike. The shuttlecraft is called the
Yeah.
Pike,
That's
Like the
important.
from our old Captain Pike from the old show.
Why does she look strange?
She's an alien.
Oh,
No,
no.
that's no good.
What happened?
Now, what do you think of the spoon on the face?
Oop.
The what?
She sort of has a spoon on her face.
Oh, I see it now.
Yeah.
Under her
It does sort of look like
I don't like it.
Not a fan?
Yeah, man. Look at that bulge, dude.
Oh, it's going to get worse before it gets better for you
The
this week.
onesie. The
Saw that.
onesie.
I think cast a shadow.
You are not going to be happy with what happens next.
Oh my gosh.
No. No bueno.
Well, you know, the Star Trek designers are into, like, simple shapes.
Yeah.
And unless it's a face, in which case, the more weird things you can put on there, the better.
The spoon does seem like a...
Bluey.
Uh-oh.
What? That is an expensive shuttle with the containers. All the containers were on it.
Well, most importantly, Data was.
Oh,
on it.
yeah.
It was on it, too.
Oh.
He's
How does none of that hit the ship?
It's from far away.
they got shields.
Yeah.
Just glances up.
Data is the most
Well, you guys
precious.
answered that question quick.
Yeah.
No.
Come on, please, Kat.
I know. I'm just
Kate.
It's
not
like
as
objects in the
experienced.
mirror are farther than they appear. And
Sean, give us the specs for the episode.
Today we are watching Season 3, Episode 22, The Most Toys. Original air date May 5th, 1990. When transporting a dangerous material to the Enterprise, Data is kidnapped, and the crew is led to believe he is dead when the shuttlecraft he was piloting explodes en route. Aaron didn't watch the episode this week.
Yay.
I give it a solid 7-2.
Ooh.
Kate, you did watch the episode.
Ooh. I gotta be honest. I want to say it's like 6.8.
Ooh.
Not a fan. Interesting.
I'll throw an 8.3 just to be ridiculous.
Varian.
I'll do a 7.8. This is Data. Data gets points.
Oh,
Data.
7.2?
7.6.
7-7.
Oh, Mr. Matt.
Which means that they think that this episode is just 0.1% that is less than the last episode.
Which is not right.
Which is some bullshit.
Yeah.
I would.
I don't know. I like this episode.
This is a good episode, but I don't think it's...
It's not as
I
much
don't think it's
fun
nearly
as
as
the last
strong.
one. I mean, the last one is kind of a romp. You know,
Yeah.
they're running around the holodeck.
Yeah.
Well, it's also very like poignant for today. This one is not.
Is this more of a sci-fi?
This one is
Yeah.
more of a sort of classic Data.
Yeah.
Is Data a robot? Is Data a man? Kind of.
Not that old yarn again.
Yeah.
Except it even isn't.
the
It's
Greeks
not even
wrote
really
about it a
deb-
lot.
It's not even really a debate in this episode
No.
because it's just like, you know, the guy who's kidnapped him is a bad guy. So there's no real argument to be
Who are
had.
the-
It's really
It's just
just
more
It's
of
really
a
just how's he going to get himself
People
out
with
of
lots
this.
of resources manipulating things that they think they can. That's how I.
Who is
got it.
what is the alien race in this one?
That guy.
that guy?
Oh, there's another one. Wait until his friend shows up.
Oh, I remember this guy.
Do you recognize that guy?
I recognize the actor.
There's his name right
Hey,
there.
Saul Rubinek.
Hmm.
What else has he been in?
He's that guy. He's been in so many things.
He was on Broadway a lot, I think.
He was Frasier. He was Daphne's boyfriend on Frasier
That
for a
she
while.
stands up at the altar
Oh no.
for Niles.
He's been in a bunch of movies.
He does bring the.
He's
ring
in
thing,
Unforgiven.
Is that a yarmulke is on his head? Are they? Are these the things that everybody's
Well, they
worried
are
about
kind
with
of
the
the
lasers?
Jewish aliens.
Well,
I like
he's
his
not.
jewelry.
Yeah,
though, right? The rings
His
are.
brooch and his
Yep.
rings.
yeah.
Yep, yep.
It's you're really like comfortable with who you are when you wear a brooch as a man.
Mm-hmm.
He's very into stuff. It turns
yeah.
out.
Hmm. He wants to. He's a collector.
He is,
Hytridium.
that's exactly what he is.
Oh.
This episode is full of 2 reals and a fake.
Yes,
Like
yes.
or 2 fakes and a real, or
Yeah.
like there's so many descriptions of the various things that he has in his room.
Yeah.
And it's like, here's a baseball card from 1956.
Yeah, here's a
and
big-
here's an alien relic from 2219.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Mhm. He's got a holographic Charizard, a Mickey Mantle rookie, and a Dorian egg from the moon planet of Zalzabar.
Right.
Zalzabar.
He's got a weird hand puppet animal thing.
He's got a little pet that he keeps in his collection, his menagerie.
So did he steal Data?
Yeah, we're about to see
We're
what we
about to
did.
find out what happened.
There he
See?
is.
Yeah,
Ah.
I did do the homework on this one. So.
Wow, that's
Well,
a
you
cool
watched
couch.
this one.
I did
Yeah.
watch this one.
That is such a late 80s 90s couch
That's
to me.
such a sex
the
couch.
I feel
spiral
like
couch.
I feel that couch was in like so many movies
Yeah,
and
a
TV
museum.
shows.
Do
Like,
not put a black light on that couch.
not that exact one.
No, but that type.
that
of
exact style
yeah.
of couch.
I like the idea it's the same one.
Ah, yeah.
They only made the one.
Yeah.
Philippe, you'd have to be like a serpent to make love on that couch.
You're
Where's the
not thinking.
straightaway?
You're not thinking 3-dimensional. You're thinking 2D.
I mean, you've got to both be like curled up.
It's not for laying. It's for standing and
Oh, okay.
yeah. They'll show you a
You
little
guys
bit.
will work it out.
Yeah.
Anything can be a sex couch if
when
you try
gotta,
hard
when
enough.
you
man.
gotta figure it
Yeah.
out, man, you'll be able to figure it out.
Oh,
See, he's got like a dolly painting.
Oh.
look at that.
He's so
Apartment.
he's so sprightly in his movements.
He's really into Data.
Yeah.
It's a classic The Next Generation trope where when you have a character actor as the guest star,
Yeah.
they go to 11.
Yeah, they really.
Ratchet it up,
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Bathe in the pond of ham.
I like this performance though. Like I think he's good in this episode.
You can tell.
I
This
mean-
is like when Christmas elves go bad or something to me.
He plays Henry Kissinger in Dick.
Oh yeah.
See that? He's got the eyebrow depth.
He's got kind of a weird pyramid nose.
He's got a weird thing under his nose, but
Is that makeup or the actor?
he just had a very chapped. He had a cold, and it was
Yeah.
just very chapped.
I think if I was an alien, I would want to be one of the ones with the bad Ren Fair face painting. It's probably the best kind to be. It's like not too obtrusive.
What?
You know that tattoo? Like if you're on an alien, like that's
Oh.
the kind of one I would want to be. It's like somebody comes in and just paints on one
Something
side.
you can just wash off. like, at the
Yeah,
end
it's
of the
not
day.
like I don't feel like I was in the chair that long.
Yeah, like
don't
if
want
you're
her.
if you're like a Trill, all they have to do is like airbrush those spots onto you, and
Yeah.
you're done.
This is
You're
like
like
Worf,
good to go,
poor guy.
right?
Yeah.
Worf has to get there at 4 in the morning and
Don't
sit
even
in that
get me
chair.
started on the Ferengi.
Yeah, you're just not a fan of the Ferengi.
I think I'm the opposite. I would want as much time with makeup as possible.
You'd want to be as
Do you
Yeah,
get
that's
claustrophobic, Min?
I don't know. I don't think so.
You think you'd be able to sit still in a chair for
Yeah.
2 or 3 hours?
Yeah, I think
From what I understand, when they put that shit on, it gets very claustrophobic.
very hot. Yeah. I'd try it.
That was clearly not Brent Spiner doing that little stunt right there, but that's okay.
And he's got like a Thai statue in the back there. He's very cultural.
Do you want to know what's going on? You're the only person, well, one of the only people who hasn't seen this episode.
Give me the laydown. Give me the laydown on this one.
I mean, it's pretty straightforward. They have
The blow up.
they
The
faked the
capture.
explosion,
Yep.
and so that this guy who is a collector of exotic things, and now he's describing the various exotic things he owns, has decided that Data is because Data is a unique android. There's no one else like Data. This guy doesn't know about Data's evil brother. He's like, you're going to be part of my collection. That's really all there is to it. Like,
Kate didn't know about Data's evil brother either.
yeah, Data has an evil brother.
I
Lore?
did not know that.
Yeah, his name is Lore.
There we go.
And
Yikes.
Gotta know
He's
the
his
lore.
older brother too. He came first.
yeah, he was first.
Mm.
He looks exactly like Data.
Yeah.
Brent Spiner plays Lore.
I was actually watching an episode of Cheers that Brett Spiner was on.
Oh yeah.
Yep,
Baseball card.
today.
It's like crossover.
I was like, hey, that's Brent Spiner.
He's so proud of his baseball card because it still smells
smells
like
like
bubble
bubble
gum.
Couldn't Data just fuck up
And
all
here's
this
his
shit?
little hand puppet.
Hey,
ant
look at that
monster.
guy. What do you think of that guy?
It looks like a Gorn baby.
Oh my god.
Now, if you found one of those under your house, Aaron,
Oh.
with the possums, how would you react to that?
Yeah.
That's challenging.
I mean, it looks kind of sweet.
No, it
I can tell you exactly how she would respond to it. She would be like,
Whoa.
let's let it be.
I'd be like, I'm gonna go inside.
I'm going to
Yeah.
pretend I never saw
Yep.
it.
We would pretend we never saw it until it became like
A problem.
unavoidable.
Till it's like watching us sleep at night.
Yeah. We basically dealt with this issue where we're like, there is some kind of critter living in our attic, and we've
Yeah.
decided
We
that
don't
we shall not go and explore what the
Yep.
critter is. Because
We don't want to know.
We don't want to know. We've decided
It was like
ignore
pushing
it.
down our like
As long
light
as
fixtures.
it stays in there.
Yeah.
We'll not bother
I think
you.
it was a bird. I
You
think it
don't
was-
bother us.
I think a bird visited.
Yeah, that's what we're telling
Yeah.
ourselves. We
A
think-
really attractive.
Sometimes you just give up various areas of your home
Yeah.
to whatever might be there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like,
They will.
I don't need to go into that attic
Yeah.
because that's where the Black Widows live. or
Exactly.
whatever.
Well, many migratory animals need like a sanctuary to drop off for a quick second before they
Right?
continue on their journey.
And this house lights up like a nuclear bomb on their radar when they. They're just like,
They're like, good time call.
Yeah, scrawled on some bathroom.
you know how hobos have their like code
hobo markings?
arts that they paint on the sides of buildings to let
Yes.
you know where it's okay to be.
Yeah,
This house is kind.
This house is marked.
yeah.
You guys are on the Wildlife Railroad right
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Prominent stop.
Someday it's gonna pay off.
Isn't it? What did the crew just left? Like, oh well, Data's
Yep.
dead.
Well, they saw the shuttlecraft did blow up.
Yeah.
So and they don't really have any reason
To doubt.
to doubt it at this point.
Yeah, and they're on an urgent mission. Time
Right. There's a time issue because they have to get the reason they were picking up that stuff in the first place was because they have to get it to some other planet because that planet is suffering from like their water supply is like toxic. So there's a reason that they had to go because that stuff is like volatile and they have to get it there like as soon as
okay.
possible.
So they didn't just leave him.
They didn't just leave,
Okay.
but also they think he's dead. So this scene is the two of them like going through Data's stuff.
Oh.
The bad guys let out into the explosion the exact measurements of all of the parts of Data, so that when they scan the explosion, it would show him.
It would add up to him.
It's like if you were gonna blow me up and you replaced me with like 40 pounds of Cool Ranch Dorito.
Yeah. You would be like, yeah, it's him.
And you'd be like, that's him, all right. Checks out.
Checks out. You like the detective just like lick on the ground and be like,
Columbo would be like, that is Diet Coke residue.
yeah, that's Diet Coke and Cool Ranch. Yeah, he exploded.
So we were talking about, Kate and I were talking about how they don't always do a lot of continuity on this show, but here's a little continuity
There we
moment.
go.
A reminder that Data had this special friendship with Tasha.
Turns out it's like a sexting message.
And isn't it Worf who takes her position
It
after
whoa.
she passes?
Oh, you mean not with like?
Not in Data's position.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a part of this episode where
they talk about that.
And
So there are a couple of callbacks to other, the history of the show. And Geordi kind of can't let it go because Geordi's like, I don't understand why it just blew up.
Yeah.
Even though this stuff that we were transporting is volatile, it still shouldn't have just blown up like that for no reason.
Yeah.
So Geordi's going to get to the bottom of this mystery.
And
That's
good on
really
him.
interesting too, Geordi. Sort of
Well, they are BFFs.
important episodes in a row. Yeah, I know. Just they don't usually do a lot.
Whoa, this room.
Yeah, you're right. Geordi gets a lot to do in this week's and last week's too.
It feels like these guys are gonna have a moment right here.
What's this lady's story, Sean?
She's one of the collection.
No, I know, but did you look her story?
the actress up?
Yeah.
Yeah, there wasn't anything interesting.
Oh my god.
Yikes.
I can give you the.
Well, there's a whole career just dismissed.
Yeah, exactly. By the Warp Podcast.
She worked for 40 years, but whatever.
Her name is Jane Daly.
Uh-huh.
She's working now. She was just in an episode of This Is Us.
Congratulations.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Does she
So-
still have a spoon on her face? And
She's
this is
still
us?
working.
She had it surgically. She
She's
committed
in
to
that
the
Mission
role.
Impossible movie.
Oh.
Yeah.
What character did she play in This Is Us?
played the Us
character's
part.
name is
She was the is.
I thought she was this.
Sally.
Yeah.
Only one episode.
That is such a stupid joke.
I know, but I
loved it.
I'm sorry.
So proud of it. Good job.
She's, I mean,
That is a lot.
that nose is
Yeah.
so.
And the like putty that they put on her chin
Yeah.
is so obvious.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like
She's like,
She's
Touching
did-
it right now because she's like,
they did
"This
not.
putty."
It's about to fall off.
Yeah.
They're like push it back on.
yeah, exactly.
She's telling Data that the guy who's kidnapped him is a meanie. And,
Basically,
and has
yeah.
tortured her, and that's
Yeah.
why she has those like scars on her face.
Is she part of the collection?
She works for him.
He works for him, but
But
because he-
She's essentially a slave for him.
Yeah, what she says to him is, if you don't do what he wants, he punishes you, and she puts her hand on her face to sort of like say, like what he did to me.
But Data's an android. He doesn't feel pain, does he?
You just watch the episode. You're gonna see how he
Deals with it.
what the baddie does to try and get Data to cooperate. He sort of realizes you can't hurt Data, so what else are you gonna do? You got to find some other way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's Data's Shakespeare book, Min,
Oh.
that Picard gave to Data.
It's less crusty than I imagined. Thanks, Kate. She's the only one that laughed.
It's because the rest of us have heard it so many times before.
Oh, okay. Welcome to my crusty land.
Yep. And where was the bookmark turned to? It was turned to Hamlet.
It's Hamlet.
Oh, really? Be or not to be.
He's going to read a little bit of Hamlet here in a second.
Geordi is, or
No, Picard is. Geordi is saying, look, something's suspicious about
Yeah.
this thing,
Right.
and I want to keep looking. I'm not ready to give up on finding an explanation for this. And Picard's trying to tell him, look, I understand. We all loved Data, but sometimes, shit happens.
Yeah.
And sometimes an accident is just an accident.
Mhm.
And I still need you to do the rest of your job. So don't you know, if you want to work on this on your own time, go ahead. But you know, you're still the engineer of the Enterprise, and you still need to do all of that. And Geordi's like, all right, I get it. Wah, wah.
But then he's going on to.
He sort of Charlie Brown's his way out of the room, and then now Patrick Stewart gets to quote a little Shakespeare.
Yeah, he does.
That's his MO.
Yeah.
Somebody gonna quote him for me?
Nah. I'll put the episode. I'll put the audio. In.
I thought one of the Shakespearean actors in the room might
read it out loud.
Read it out loud, as opposed to having like 10 seconds of
Look, Data made friends with the pet.
Yeah.
A precursor of Data getting a cat is that Data becomes friends with that little animal.
If you don't look at it, it's pretty cute.
It reminds me of the thing that Jabba the Hutt kind of had on his little side creature with a more like crazy mouth. But
now that little thing was way meaner than like that thing was actively evil.
Oh yeah, it was like a Jim Henson-y evil, but you know.
I can tell this, whatever this thing is nice. I'm trying to look past its grossness.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good position right
There
there.
you go.
Right?
I see.
Now you're starting to imagine it?
Yeah.
Yeah. You just got to get a little petite guy in there. Right? You're just thinking.
You're used to rolling up in the crevices like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were just
tuck it
thinking of
in.
the brawny guy, not being able to. You need to think.
How do I fit everyone in there? Yeah.
You just unroll it more. It's like a fruit roll up.
Normally, I'm pretty good about visualizing, but that seat is just so unusual that it's hard to see how you fit.
So what's this guy trying to convince him? Like that it's better for him to stay here, or like?
Yeah, he's trying to get him to cooperate because this guy's whole deal is that he wants to show Data off. He's got a friend coming over, and he wants to impress his friend by showing him his latest acquisition, which is Data. But Data doesn't want to cooperate, so like Data won't put on the clothes that this guy wants him to wear.
He won't sit in a chair.
He won't sit in the chair where this guy wants him to sit. Data's like, I'm a sentient creature, and I'm not going to do what you want me to do. So they're having this sort of like debate about whether he's going to be able to trick or talk Data into
new outfit.
into wearing that for some reason.
Well, he can't deny that it's lovely.
I mean, I think Data's actual uniform is a lot better.
Yeah, I know, of course.
That looked
thing was
horrible.
hideous.
It looked like those Halloween costumes you buy at CVS,
They're a one.
where it's like all sewn together.
Yeah, made of plastic.
And this guy,
Shot glass.
this guy
whatever.
kind of doesn't understand or care that Data is like alive, right? He sort
Not
of
at all.
Oh,
treats Data like
an object.
like an
It's-
object.
I feel like it's a note to society of people with wealth and how they view those without, and power corrupts you, thinking you can just do whatever you want and not worry about anyone else.
Yeah, it is a bit of a sort of a 1%-y kind of
Is he trying to get
vibe.
peep on nude Data? Is that what is going on here?
Yeah.
He's telling Data this acid's going to eat through your uniform. So if you want to run around naked, that's fine with me. But otherwise, you're going to have to put these clothes on that I want you to wear.
Sort of a dick move.
He's a dick.
But because he's
I
purely
feel
motivated.
very comfortable,
Like-
man,
Yeah.
telling you that he is not
He
a
is-
good person.
No, not at all.
He's quite bad.
And he acknowledges that he has no ethics, no moral compass. He just
Data
wants what he
just
wants,
looks
and
really
he'll
like
get it.
upset about it now.
And up until now, he's pretty much gotten his way.
Yeah.
Square
So
pillow.
it's know.
Yeah. Horrible.
I was waiting for Kate to finish so that I could bring it up, but he has a square pillow.
Why?
Why future?
It looks like
We have talked so many times about how uncomfortable like the beds always
Yes,
seem on
the
this show.
sheets always look scratchy.
They've
and
decided to
shiny.
double down.
Yeah.
And we're like, you think this is uncomfortable?
Yeah.
Wait till you see the square pillow.
sleeps
He had like
older.
zero
Jordy sleeps
give.
on
It had zero
so
give.
high.
like a rock.
I
Yeah.
know.
It looked like some kind of turquoise. It was like
Yeah.
it looked so solid.
Stan and I watched this last night, and we both started just like howling when we
Yeah.
saw that pillow. We were like,
pillow was
look at
amazing.
that. What have they done?
I know. You don't need to convince me you're in the future
Yeah.
this far into the
Right,
that
we
series.
get it.
badly.
Yeah.
You're telling
We
me
know
there's
it's
no
in
Bed
space.
Bath and Beyond?
Yeah.
They went beyond there.
That is like a block of wood that somebody spray painted.
It looked
I have
terrible.
to hand it to LeVar Burton. He made it. He did the about as good as you could.
I know that was
pretending like he was
He-
actually resting.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, it was looked so uncomfortable, but
That's
he tried
good
to
acting.
like.
His head way.
yeah, his
right.
alignment was much better than I
It's like-
anticipated.
Yeah.
You can tell he's basically planking. Like
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
Like
He's just
all
holding-
abs,
He's
all
just holding
abs,
himself
yeah.
like an eighth of an inch away.
Yeah.
He did it. He did
He
it well.
did it for as long as humanly possible.
Yeah.
I think he's still sore to this day from that maneuver. Like this dance, like he's got.
Yeah,
Hello.
baby.
Yeah.
Did he put his hands in his pockets?
No, he did the
Wrap.
Picard.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
did
did
he
the
pull?
pull.
He pulled the shirt
Yeah.
down.
But his hip was
Triple.
way out there. guys.
Yeah.
His hip was
Yeah.
way out.
He's like, I'm really sleeping well.
He was trying to send a
lately."
message.
Where's
Like,
Duffy now? Where's Duffy with all his goddamn great ideas?
Where's
now?
Barkley when you
Yeah.
need him?
No, Barkley.
I saw this video on online the other day that was a compilation of all of the times that Patrick Stewart does the little Picard maneuver where he pulls his shirt down.
Yeah.
Except somebody has manipulated it so that every time he pulls it down, his communicator like shoots off of his chest.
I was wondering if that was
so-
fake or if it was real.
No, somebody did that. Like,
because it looks really real.
yeah. It's just clips from the show where it just goes pa-ting, like every time he pulls his
But
shirt.
I like
every
that you
time
both
it
have seen
happened,
this.
like the people around him would not react at all.
Because it's clips from the show.
And I'm going, wow, are they that good of an actor that they didn't notice this, or is this fake?
There's
They
one
just
where
did a really good
Data.
job
It's a
with it.
shot of from the front of the bridge looking back, so it's got Data in the front, in the foreground of the shot, and Picard's way in the back. And when he pulls the thing down, the thing shoots right past Data's head. Like,
Oh my God.
it's so
Swing.
funny. It really made me laugh. I'll show it to you when we're done with this
Yeah.
episode. You guys aren't gonna believe it.
Oh my god.
You guys are gonna believe like what is on the internet?
What?
Somebody made that.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
somebody sat down and was like, "I'm gonna do this thing now."
Oh, I can't wait. He's got his outfit on.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, and he's
Okay, here we
There
go.
he is.
FMK.
Check out this guy.
Yeah.
Oh no.
He's
What?
got like a
Hey.
metal band going through his face.
Up his nose.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Data actually looks good in that.
He'd
It's a
be
good
go.
color.
Right.
Oh, this guy.
Yeah,
Ooh,
look at that guy.
Ooh, dear
Jesus.
God, no, I do not like that.
This is when I was like, "Oh no, Aaron's
Yeah.
not gonna approve
Yeah.
of this."
What do you
at
think,
all.
Aaron?
They really went like hard, like
Yeah.
somebody.
They were like, "How many holes do you think we can get
Oh,
on his
God.
face?"
Doesn't
This
that
is really
uh,
hitting my trypophobia. Really.
Yeah, there you go.
This is not easy. For
Do you know what uzumaki is? Have you heard?
No.
I think that's
Is
what
that
it's called.
is that the Japanese art form of breaking?
It's like this Japanese manga where it's all about spirals. I was reading about it the other day, and I was like, "Oh,
Oh, is that?
No,
That's
he
rude.
little nose.
You can't do that in front of people.
Oh my god! This
Kleenex,
is something that
you
I would
beast.
do, and I'm not. I shouldn't be allowed to do.
see that?"
Oh yeah, that's a lot of spirals. Ew.
It's got like holes in people's faces.
No, I
I
hate
was
it.
like, Philippe would not like that.
I do not like this, guys. This is not easy for me to watch. Oh my god!
Do you like his ear nubs?
Oh,
too
now
bad.
it's making me think about this guy's ears too.
Just want to.
Oh, is it? Oh, is he doing some like passive like? some
He's
zombie
refusing
shit?
to cooperate. He's just standing there, totally frozen,
Ah.
and it's embarrassing his kidnapper because his kidnapper
wanted
is
to
like
show him up.
he's not acting like a person. He's just acting like a statue, and so his friend is like, "Ha ha! You just have a big dumb statue of a man. Like that's not impressive."
Yeah.
So Data is doing some sort of like kind of like
Protest.
passive resistance.
Yeah,
Like
ah.
passive protesting
Totally.
by refusing to play along with this guy.
Good move, Data.
He's not giving in to bullies.
Yeah, it's like slavery.
Oh, he's doing the maneuver.
Oh shit!
He had his foot up on Wesley's drink. Everybody,
Oh,
What?
are we-
Yeah.
he's got his leg up on Wesley's
Whenever he puts
station
his leg
there.
up and sticks his crotch right in Will Wheaton's face.
Riker's got.
Riker does.
Look at him. Look at how he's standing right now. Look how he's standing.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
not appropriate.
Yeah.
he could just reach over.
I'm pretty sure I did a webinar that said that's not okay.
That is a 17-year-old boy,
with
sir.
you.
Like, move your crotch away from
And
his
you're
mouth.
warping at warp speed. Anything could happen.
You could jostle.
Yeah, you could jostle.
Guys, I don't know if you're interested, but how would you feel about some corrections?
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
hell yeah.
Fixing all the mistakes that we make.
Jake, play the jingle.
Correction corner.
These are corrections from episode 116, The Battle. Aaron, you'll recall The Battle because it's the one where Picard gets his old ship back. We learn about the history of his old ship, the Stargazer.
Oh.
Remember that? Remember the Stargazer? Remember the Stargazer?
Just
Hey,
say
Aaron,
yes.
Aaron,
Yeah.
you remember the
Great.
Stargazer?
There were
times.
Ferengi in that episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Ferengi episode. It was the date we recorded it was April 20th of last year.
420.
We were just doing our
Corrections.
April 20th of last year.
yeah, April 2020.
Wow.
Long time.
So we were just in the early days of the pandemic and of the lockdown.
Was that then a Zoom?
And it was a Zoom, and we were talking about like how long we thought it was going to last, and it was all just very
Yeah.
we were all very innocent and naive back then about how long it was actually going to take.
Look at us now.
Philippe made a joke about how it would be funny if Data in Goonies played Data in Star Trek The Next Generation. And if he had a whole career just playing characters named Data. And I said that would be a real niche career. It's just like your only deal is you play characters named Data. And we sort of wondered what that guy was up to. So I looked him up. He's essentially retired. Like he kind of stopped working after he became a kid. And once he became an adult, he essentially stopped working. Jonathan K. Kwan is his name.
He'd peaked early.
Short round
Data.
Data.
Yes.
in the Goonies. He became a stunt coordinator. So
Interesting.
he still
Wow.
works, but he works like behind the
Behind
scenes
the
now.
scenes.
Cool.
Wow.
That's awesome.
We were talking about
Drink for him.
for who?
Jonathan.
Kwan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a child actor that made it out okay.
Oh, yay.
We were talking about the 700 Club.
Of course we were.
As we often do.
Because we were talking about how ABC Freeform still shows the 700 Club.
right.
Sure. Yeah.
And why that is. So the reason that is because the channel that is now Freeform used to be the Christian Broadcasting Network, and it was owned by Pat Robertson. And when Fox Family bought it in the 90s to turn it into what was then Fox Family and then became ABC Family and then became Freeform, it was included in the contract that they have to show the 700 Club forever, like in perpetuity.
On that channel.
So they show it still twice a week
Yep.
to this day because they have a contractual obligation to.
Does anybody watch it still?
I don't know.
A few people.
At least
That's
some
why
people.
it's on.
700 at least.
Oh, no.
I said that Jean-Luc's head. That Philippe said that Jean-Luc's head was a phlebotomist stream. That's not right. He's a phrenologist.
Phrenologist.
Phrenologists are the people who try and predict your behavior based on the shape of your head.
Right.
Phlebotomists are like doctor's assistants who take blood.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
But
Their
they
job is to
also
take-
dream about Picard, so I think you were right.
They like to dream too.
They have dreams too, and they're
The
Picardian.
phlebotomist is just really into phrenology.
Yeah.
we were talking about panning for gold for some
Sure.
reason.
Like you do.
I don't know. I really don't
Wow,
remember. I
this is-
just did these yesterday, and I don't really remember why we were talking about these.
We jump
things.
around sometimes.
I think we were talking about how you could. I was talking about how I used to do field trip. You could do field trips when you were a kid, and you would go and pan for gold.
Sure.
Aaron said, "Oh, they have something like that at the Autry
Yeah.
Museum." So I looked it up. This is not a correction. This is a confirmation. They do have panning for gold at the Autry Museum. You're absolutely correct. They aren't doing it right now. They haven't been doing it since COVID started, but They do that ordinarily. Talking about the gold that you can find when you are panning, which is very small, led to a discussion of Goldschlager, which has
boy.
flecks
Gold
of gold
flakes.
in it. Which then led to a conversation about the peanut butter whiskey that Sean had been drinking.
Yes.
Which you've been sipping a little.
So I asked for Goldschlager and peanut butter whiskey to both be present here today. Because we talked on that episode, we were like, oh, we should try the peanut butter whiskey. And Min was like, Goldschlager is licorice flavored. I said, no, it's not. It's cinnamon flavored. So we had to get some Goldschlager.
All right, Goldschlager and peanut butter whiskey. Can you come into the room now? Yeah, that's
Please,
right.
please enter the chat.
Thank you. That's right. That door there, up those stairs. Right. Okay.
Ready to be
Right.
consumed.
No, right there. Those are the seats.
I'm gonna pour you guys little shots of the peanut butter whiskey, so you can all try it. Because you all said you wanted to when we talked about it. So time has come.
Do we get to choose between the two? Or?
Yeah, or both, whatever you want to do.
Can I mix them?
I wouldn't, but go ahead.
Aaron's being bold.
So have they figured out that it was?
To boldly gold.
Are they? Did
They're going back.
they figure out something?
They
They-
did figure it out because Jordy and Wesley Crusher, they determined that Data is just too perfect. I mean, he's just too good. And they replayed the transmissions from his previous flights because he did the trip 3 times.
Oh, he
And on the
wouldn't have
third
done
trip, he didn't
He made a mistake.
confirm. No, he didn't confirm that the ship had left the port.
Yeah, so
So they knew
didn't-
that something was wrong with Data
Yep.
and not with the ship. And then they just landed on another planet that the collector had told them to go to find remnants of the same materials that they had found. And they realized that they were just sent on a wild goose chase. So they're headed back.
It was all a big plot just
Exactly.
to capture Data.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Even the disaster down on the planet
And-
was manufactured.
Exactly. Yep.
Is anyone else feeling like that necklace would look really good on Data right now with that outfit?
Yeah.
Right?
It does match the hues
I mean,
hadn't
I know
thought
this
it
has been
until
hell,
you brought it
but lavender is his color.
Yeah.
of the, yeah.
You like
Now
that?
I like the
What-
little
like that
Jod
look?
Pur
That's a
look
good
of his
realization.
pants.
They go to Jodhpurs pretty often when they're
They
needing.
like a
They
Jod
really
Pur.
do.
It makes it look futury, you know. Jod Purs just
Jodhpurs are
look,
future.
So futuristic.
those
I mean,
Things
they're,
from
they're designed for
500
riding
years
horses.
ago.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
like just,
They really scream future.
Yeah,
when you look at them now.
exactly.
So the weapon she carries apparently is like the most dangerous.
Yeah, it's a real nasty.
Right?
Yeah, because
It's supposed to be painful as opposed to just like
Normal.
But it annihilates you. But she's now helping Data.
Her putty looks a lot different now. Do they just? She looks a little
It's
bit
the
more.
hair.
It's the hair.
trans.
I think
she
it's the
thinks
hair.
that
think
Data
it's the
can
hair.
help her.
She wants to escape too.
Yes.
She thinks Data's her best chance to getting out of here alive.
Yep.
And he kind of got through to her the last time they had a conversation.
Yeah, her look is definitely. It would have been unveiled at the same fashion show as his.
What are those things on the floor?
Wait,
They're just.
don't do it.
Ooh.
The milkman dropped those off.
Everybody's got those weird
Yeah,
short
yeah,
pants
yeah.
on.
Oh,
no.
no. Ah.
But you can't beat Data, right?
No, you can't beat Data.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Data superhuman strength.
So Data says in this episode that he has never killed anybody before.
That's not true, is it?
No, he says he's never killed anybody unsolicited in defense. If he's defending, then he has,
Does he kill someone?
but not just being provoked.
Yeah,
He's never just killed just because.
Someone needs to pick
Just
up
because
that
he's
glue
definitely like fired phasers and shit
He
at
has.
people.
He has.
Yeah.
But that's out of defense,
Right.
you know.
Oh, no.
So
She did not do a good job
No.
of leaping for that
With
guy.
the
Like,
Yeah.
poor, like
she was like 4 feet away when she landed.
Yeah.
she like
She-
had a 5-foot jump and landed 4 feet away.
It was not a
Like,
good job.
She felt. Yeah, that was not a
She went as
all winning.
fall. She could have fallen faster. If she just gone straight down.
We all can't be Riker, all right? Some of us are broccoli. And she just happens to be that.
That guy, that little brooch that guy has on, kind of looks like Waldo.
Oh, no.
yeah, you think he might have a heart, but nope.
No,
Oh, that wasn't too bad.
it was.
I mean,
the
I
most
thought it would be
extreme-
worse.
It burned going down.
And the greatest part of a narcissist is blaming everybody but himself.
Oh, I think I've never seen Data look so pissed.
And here lies
So this is the
crux
big question of the
yes,
episode.
Exactly.
I'm for it.
Data has said that he is programmed not to kill, that he has programs in his brain that
Yep.
prevent him from committing
So
murder.
this action is very anti his protocol.
Right. So this guy's like,
Against
you're not going to shoot
protocol.
me. I already know you
Yep.
don't. You're not. Your programming won't allow it.
But couldn't he just like whack him over the head and take him to be?
He could.
Which
Well-
is what he has done to other
Right.
people.
Which is what would happen ordinarily.
Yeah.
But Data seems like he's.
He's now intent on this is pure evil. So
Data's being
The galaxy would be better without this person, but he'd have to do it in cold blood because he's not in any real danger. At this
Yeah,
point.
he's not in any danger.
He's saying he'll kill somebody
Right.
every time that.
so
So you guys were
Hector is doubling down on his threats.
you were asking how he was going to intimidate Data because Data doesn't feel pain.
Yep.
He threatened the girl
Yeah, the
To
like
kill her.
earlier.
He threatened
That's
to kill
how he got
other
Data
people.
because he knows he can't hurt Data, but he can coerce Data.
And it worked.
Yeah, it did work.
Yeah.
I feel like this guy brings it on himself right here because
Well,
he's
because
like
he's doubling down. that
he's
Data
basically
won't do it.
taunting him. Like
He is, but he's counting on the fact that Data won't do it.
Yeah, he's a machine, and he
Yeah.
can't. And his machine says 0. He cannot do it.
Exactly. His programming will prevent him from doing it. And now we will never know.
It's like the villain's hubris. It always happens. Evil genius syndrome.
Yes.
Do it, Data. Do it.
Yep. His logic is.
Yes.
oh
Oh.
no.
But wait.
Something does fire.
Oh yeah, he was gonna kill.
I'm readying a weapon in transit.
Seems to have discharged.
So see, Data did fire.
Or did he? Was it an accidental discharge?
Accidental.
He's a robot. He doesn't do accidental
Yeah,
things.
there's no accidents with Data.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're probably supposed to take from this that I mean, they leave it a little ambiguous on
do.
purpose, but I think you're definitely supposed to think, oh yeah, Data fucking was going to shoot that guy.
But in which case, he also hides the fact that he.
Right, he doesn't admit it, which is like, is Data capable of lying? Like, I guess he is.
He totally is.
Even Riker's like, I don't buy it.
Buy that bullshit for a second.
I think he like respects him.
But he's
more.
like,
Riker and O'Brien are like,
Yeah.
he was going to shoot that guy.
Yeah.
shot that motherfucker.
Yeah.
didn't he?
And they probably would have been
Because
like,
you know,
okay,
Riker would have shot that guy
long ago.
30 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
I mean, that pillow is uncomfortable looking, and that's supposed to be a jail.
Yeah.
And it looks better than what Jordy.
That at least has a curve to it.
I know.
Half dome.
I'd be climbing up on all of those extruded shapes.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
Looks like the outside of a Star Destroyer.
So that means they've got to have like a triangular pillow somewhere.
It's like
The most
stabbing.
painful.
Yeah. It's triangular with a point pointed up. You have to.
Right into the back of your neck.
Yeah.
On the tip.
Yeah.
Yikes.
It's as fancy as sleep gets.
Min, we talked about watching Casablanca, and we all encouraged you to, and you said you would. Did you watch Casablanca?
Hell no. I've been too busy working on the Cthulhu podcast.
We'll get you a colorized version. With
I think you
CGI
can. Fit, I think you
added.
can fit in one movie
Yeah.
every once in a while.
Okay.
Man cannot live by podcasting alone,
Well, here we are.
or man-like insectoids cannot live by podcasting alone.
True enough.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Man seahorse hybrid.
That's it, you guys.
Yeah, man.
That's
Right?
right.
No, that guy sucked. That guy
That guy
sucked.
sucked.
That guy sucked.
He was, yeah.
Hey,
He was
you know
so
what?
mean.
You know what? Leave Dad alone, okay? Leave Dad alone. leave him alone.
Yeah.
Do we see
It's a little bit of a Deus Ex Machina because it's like they beam him out before he has to make a real choice.
But he
right?
makes the
No,
choice.
he made the choice.
Yeah, but they don't like explicitly. It's like the bullshit end of Inception that I hate, where it's like, is the little thing gonna stop spinning or what? Like,
Right.
But they,
No, I think
but
it's
they
better
couldn't
than
do that. It's better because
No.
this is a
Make a decision.
show. They did make a decision. He did it. And now, what is he going to do with that experience and knowledge?
Oh,
as
they'll
he
never talk
goes
about this
on?
ever again. This
No,
is an episodic
Yeah.
television.
It's like
The
Scott-
next episode's about Shrek. Come on. It's like they completely ignore everything.
That's a Sarek, not Shrek.
It'd be cool if it was Shrek.
I want to watch the episode of Star Trek where they meet Shrek.
I mean, you can't possibly
Yeah,
go
it's a
more.
crossover like on Love Boat.
I would absolutely watch Star Trek meets Shrek. I mean, I can't lie.
I'm just saying, they're not going to walk talking about it again. The next episode is about Shrek, so.
Yeah.
Sarek, though, that's a big name right there.
Yeah, we get a big guest star.
I was going to ask
next
if
week.
you knew what that meant, man.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Do you remember who Sarek is?
Spock's dad.
Spock's daddy.
Spock's daddy.
Wasn't
Spock's
Sarek
dad.
an enemy in Mass Effect too, or
Saren
character?
is his
Saren.
name.
Sarah.
Well, I guess we're done. Kate,
Yay.
did you have a good time?
of course.
Awesome.
Thanks for coming back.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for having
You're
me.
welcome whenever you like.
Thank you.
What was the most surprising part of our magic, our podcast magic here?
Yeah.
The most surprising.
After hearing about us for all of this time, what was it like to actually be in the room?
It was wonderful. It was really great.
Why are you leaving? What?
I'm not. I'm still here.
Okay. That is a long cord on that
We
mic.
made it through the whole episode this time.
I did.
Yeah.
Took that Zyrtec before
yes.
before recording this time.
Zyrtec is Spock's cousin.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
That's
We forgot to mention that one of the ingredients of the podcast is animal dander.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's when we're doing it in person, but this is so much better, right?
So much better.
So much better. I agree. No, it was fantastic.
Thanks for coming on.
And it's good because this is like good for my brain. My brain has been rotted by television that isn't episodial. So this is nice that it's all wrapped up. Everything I needed to know was in the episode.
Yep.
I didn't need to know anything else.
Well, then maybe you'll enjoy next week's episode, Shrek.
There's a lot of singing.
There is a weird amount of late 90s pop.
Yeah.
the shot of Riker coming out of the bathroom to All Star.
Yeah.
That's how the episode starts.
Until next week, thank you all very much for listening to Warped. Please go to iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts to rate, review, and subscribe. You can email us at warpedthepodcast@gmail.com. Follow us on Instagram at warpedthepodcast. Buy our merchandise at lunar_flare. Follow us on Twitter at Warped Trek. Follow me at Host Warped. Follow Min to learn about our Dungeons and Dragons and Call of Cthulhu live streams and podcasts at Wet Maynard. And go to patreon.com/warped. Become a subscriber and gain access to additional content and bonus episodes. Until next week, my name is Matt.
I'm Sean.
I'm Jake.
Leap.
Aaron.
Win-win.
Live long and prosper.
Yeah.